on the upcoming. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you're matching with the...
That wasn't intentional, but I'm going to say yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't intentional. That's carefully pre-planned. 2 hours in the mirror before this.
We had that much time to think about
I know your style, I know your style.
So if people don't know anything about the film, what can they expect, and particularly from your character?
Well, the film is a lovely rom-com written by the lovely Jemima Khan here to my right. And it's a rom-com about arranged marriages, about cultural differences, about cultural understanding, about the meaning of love. And from my character, you can just expect a lot of silliness, really. A lot of rude jokes, you know, just my normal. If you've seen my stuff before, it's very lowbrow, very low level. You know, the kind of lowest, you know, a lot of shit, a lot of crap, basically, yeah.
And I love the fact that it's got the vibes of some of those old school rom-coms, but it's bringing it into the 21st century and reflecting modern Britain a bit better with this cross-cultural aspect. What stood out to you when you read Jemima's script?
I think, you know, just how authentic it felt, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Jemima knows her stuff. You know, she's lived in Pakistan. She was, you know, her children are Pakistani. I was just talking about Jemima as well. God snap. God, we're obsessed with each other.
You said
God.
Which member of the cast would you choose your next relationship?
Oh God, bloody hell, not me. You don't even want me to choose your next meal. You'll have diarrhea for weeks. Please don't. I'm terrible at advice giving.
How well her script sort of had authenticity.
Yes. Yeah, no, it felt very real. The way people react, the way people speak, and also the good and the bad. You know, it's not glorifying arranged marriage or assisted marriage, but it's not condemning it. You know, it's nothing in life is black and white. You know, and this film is all that grey area, which I think all good films are. And when a film's black and white, it's like, well, it's nothing in life is like that. You know, things are complex.
And what an incredible cast. And right at the centre, Lily James, Shazad Latif, and then people like Emma Thompson. What was it like being on this set and working with these people?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, I didn't get to work with Emma, but I just met her recently, just now. She was so lovely. She was like, "You're a star!" And I was like, hey, Emma Thompson calling me a star. I was like, come off it. No, she's amazing and loved watching her. But I was only on set with a few of them. You know, Lily, Shazad, and everyone, and you know, so it was great. But the thing is, I like doing cameos because they're quick, they're in and out, and you know, it's about the impact. You know, it's not about the what's the saying? It's not about quantity, it's about quality, and that's what I try to do with Mo. Like, just have an impact and get out of there, you know. But yeah.
And obviously, you know, you've done so many different roles, stand up. Like, what's your secret to good comedy? What do you think makes good comedy?
I think good comedy is all about taking a risk. So it's like, you know, it's that thought that we all have in our head of like, should I say that? And then we all have the fear of, no, it will be stupid or people will laugh at me. I think comedians just take the risk. They just say the thing that happens in their head. And people say that we've got quick wit, but we're not really. What we are, we're just taking a risk. And true comedy is all about taking a risk. And you will fail. You know, 7, 8 times out of 10, it will fall flat. But those 3 times that maybe you could be a legend. So take the risk.
And do you think in general we're seeing more of a shift, more diversity, whether it's in the rom-com genre or whether it's on the comedy circuit? And do you think, well, I guess you've kind of paved the way for other people coming up behind, but do you think there's still a way to go to have that diversity?
Yeah, I think, you know what, I always say this, but I think the moment that we will conquer or complete diversity is when we stop talking about diversity. When, you know, like, this is just a rom-com, it's not a British Asian rom-com, or, you know, I'm just a comic, I'm not a British Asian comic. You know, that's, I think, when that kind of chat will stop. But we've got a long way to go because we still are being labelled and put into certain things, which is a shame. I get it, but hopefully one day, yeah.
In terms of the takeaways from the film, you know, what do you think it does have to say about, you know, falling in love in the modern day and this clash of kind of like, you know, tradition and modernity? Or, you know, and it's also very entertaining, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I think it says that there's no right way to fall in love. You know, there's you know, love is very complex. Love is very complex, but it's also one of the most simplistic things in the world. It should be simple, but it's not. And I think that's what it says. I think, like I said, it's not black and white. It's, you know, it's all the grey.